Warahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's now 5 minutes past the hour of 7 on a beautiful Tuesday evening. I must apologize because before we usually start at 6. However, WCG came in and we started at 7. However, that doesn't mean that the show has to end or the show doesn't take place. No, no, no. I have in studio on the live stream. You can probably see them. Two wonderful individuals, both named Muhammad. I'm really bad with names, but I have their names down: Muhammad Muhyiddin and Muhammad Adams. Assalamu alaikum, gentlemen. How are you?
Walaikum salam.
Alhamdulillah, weather is good except for the wind. As you came in, you probably noticed Salt River is very windy. And Alhamdulillah, I could actually put on a jersey today. So, mashallah, summer isn't right and I don't like summer. But irregardless though, the reason, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't mention the business is because these wonderful gentlemen are absolutely hard workers that operate 3 businesses. So I thought it would be best to do justice to that by allowing them to introduce it. So, gentlemen, whichever Muhammad likes to speak first, tell the listeners there in regards to the 3 businesses that you operated and where you started.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mohammed Adam, formerly known as Mo1, and my partner's name is Mohammed Moidin Mo2. We started a business called a pop-up called Conscious Carnivores about 4 years ago, where we popped up from home making meals on a Friday night. It was all based on a pre-order system. From there, it grew into a store at We Are Egg in Claremont, and then it evolved into a butchery and an eatery at the waterfront called Conscious Meat Merchants.
Yeah.
Wowzers. Okay.
That's a mouthful, eh?
That's a mouthful. Okay. So it all started with Conscious Carnivores.
That's correct.
That's correct. And that business was what exactly?
And our Conscious Carnivore started was basically we like to eat, and because in Cape Town there is very limited halal options out there, and we thought to ourselves, listen, we enjoy eating, but can we not do this and let other people experience what we are doing?
So basically, the two most compete against who brass the best. And from the competition, friends basically asked, can't you brass for us or can't you make us food? And we thought, okay, why not? So let's do it every Friday night. And that's how the pop-up started.
Oh, wow.
And on that, like the concept, especially with us with Conscious Carnivores and what evolved to Conscious Meat Merchants, we only rely on charcoal, and so all our food is created on fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So no corners are cut. You guys do it the old school, the right way, basically.
Yes. So we basically started off building the Wagyu trend. So we were one of the first to do Wagyu burgers. That's how our business started, Wagyu burgers on charcoal. And from burgers, we evolved to lots of other things.
And the thing is this, I don't know if you know about Wagyu, but Mo doesn't just stop there. He complicates life a lot. So it doesn't just stop there. Let's not do a 100-gram burger. Let's do 200-gram burgers with high marbling. So let's burn ourselves at the fire.
Wait. Wagyu meat.
Yes. So we got,
wow.
So we partnership with a farm in Joburg called Zingela Meats, and then we basically became the known Wagyu people in Cape Town. So we create our Wagyu burgers, 200 grams on an open fire, and that's how we started our pop-up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to inform you that Wagyu meat is very expensive, and more so than that, it's a very, very fine piece of meat, very delicious as well. That's why it's so respected. And for these, I'm so taken aback that you guys did that. That's absolutely amazing, because usually you just go into obviously some channel on TV or you go onto YouTube and you see these people with Wagyu meat. But you guys did it here in Cape Town. That's absolutely wonderful.
So we grill meat on equipment called a Kamado. It's basically a ceramic egg. It retains the heat inside there, and we basically grill our burgers, which gives you a smoky flavor also on the charcoal.
Yeah, so just with that as well, it's, there's a lot of complex flavors, like we don't want to use sauce or anything like that. So there's a lot of elements that's on the burgers and on our food items that we do. The food items is really thought through very well. When we had to pop up, it wasn't just putting stuff on the menu. As how does people pick it up at the house? We started at the house in Rondebosch. We had 15-minute slots, pre-order system, and how does stuff carry well to the people's houses when they get home eventually. So that was a lot of thought process that had to go with that.
Now, I'm actually just a little bit shocked with the Wagyu part, and I'm not going to lie. And then he mentioned the egg, and then he's like, oh, wow, you guys are serious professionals. I take this very, very seriously. But then that makes me even more curious. You guys have this pop-up running, you have this business going, you just started and all this, you have been operating for the past 4 years. And then you have Conscious Meat merchants, and I want to know how did that develop? Where did that come about?
So with our business growing, we basically were curated into a space called We Are Egg, where we had a conscious carnivore just selling burgers, and eventually we got highlighted by the Waterfront to open a store at the Waterfront. When we opened the store at the Waterfront, we decided to complicate our lives by having a butchery and eatery together. So at the moment, we have an eatery and a butchery at the Waterfront, and that's where conscious the meat merchants came into it. So conscious meat merchants.
So like most is we're complicating our lives, yes. But the thing is this, Mo always pushes, or at least we both push the boundaries quite a lot. Mo, and then he puts that pressure and just tells it on me. But the thing is, we needed to be in control of our roles as well. So, with any industry, whether it be food or anything, your roles is the most important part. So we need control over that as well. So that's why we have full control over all the raw ingredients, and that gives the end product to me.
No, wonderful. Whenever I get businesses in this, the one thing that they always talk about, especially if they're a restaurant or they operate in pop-ups or markets, they always mention the importance of getting quality goods, especially working with a supplier that will basically work with you to ensure that. And that's always an issue because I believe every business I get in, they always mention the idea of keeping the costs right, but also keeping the quality high and not cutting corners. But I don't think you guys cut any corners. I mean, not only does the conscious carnivore business and the pop-up go through a strict way of actually producing the product, but then you have complete control of what you are actually supplying. Now, you mentioned in the Waterfront, you guys are situated in the Waterfront, but that's not the only thing that you guys do in the Waterfront in terms of a butchery and the eatery. You guys do something also that just happened this weekend. Can you tell the listeners?
Awesome. So this weekend we had the Makers Halal Market, which was curated by Conscious Carnivores. The Makers Halal Market is basically a platform to showcase Muslim businesses on a premium level such as Waterfront. So that happened over this past weekend, and it was an epic turnout. The community supported us really, really well.
Yeah. So look, for us as well, being at the Waterfront, being at the platform like that, and I mean, for ourselves, our main drive is that we've been given this opportunity, and hence we want to give this to our community. We want to make the halal community very strong in Cape Town and in South Africa, if I can put it that way. And having that platform is where our voices can be heard.
Yes, truly. But I'm just thinking of okay, so the idea, of course, of having a market broadcasting premium Muslim food and all of that in the Waterfront is something quite different. Usually you don't really see it. And so I want to know from your perspective, because opening the market, what was your idea going into it, more so from the perspective of it being in the Waterfront? Why that location specifically?
So the Waterfront is seen as a premium location across the country and globally as well. So we've had access to the Waterfront, and we took the idea to the management of the Waterfront, saying that Cape Town needs a premium halal market. And in saying that, the vendors are curated, their signage, the full branding and marketing is up to spec of an international level. Hence the idea, once the idea was proposed to the Waterfront then accepted the idea, and the inaugural market was last year over the Heritage Weekend, which was a very, very strong point to celebrate our heritage. That's why we chose the Heritage Weekend last year. And this was, fortunately, the second event of the past weekend, and it was supported phenomenally.
Yeah.
No, truly, I saw all the pictures, and I saw we were in Houdini for the Houdini weekend, but I was using on my phone when I could get the time. The heat there was unbearable, by the way. But when I could get the time, I would check and I would see everybody posting it and reposting it. And I was like, wow, this is so busy, so big as well. But also, as you mentioned, the standard of the broadcast, the standard of in terms of how it was presented blew me away. But also the idea that you guys had there of targeting the Waterfront and doing it, knowing that it's also an internationally well-known area, it's quite taken aback. But also, when I was sitting here and you were explaining it and you were running through it, I just thought, you guys just started this. You had no experience really in making the market. You started in the heart of COVID on Heritage Day. It's a very competitive space. It's a very competitive time, especially because there's so many limited things during the COVID period. And I was just thinking, going into it, right, and going through the entire process, because you not only do you have to do this market, you also have your own two businesses that were already established. Going into it, were there any fears? Were you guys going for it head on? And what were some of the hardships actually starting it? Was it the smooth sailing?
And you rather put it like this, when you're touching on a very sensitive topic here with myself at least. So the thing is this, if we don't do it, no matter what challenges come our way, if we don't do it, if we don't put the foot forward, if we don't fight for what needs to happen, then no one will.
Yes.
So whatever challenges is in our way, and we need to put our faith in Allah first of all, and by doing that, you nothing will be able to stop you, or no challenges is insurmountable, if I can put it that way.
Pushing boundaries part of our nature, and in saying that, we like to take on things that sometimes are too huge. In saying that, but we aim high and hope that we achieve it. So we took on the market based on the fact that we've experienced lots of markets nationally and internationally, and from taking on that experience, we know that exactly what our target market was and where we needed to be.
No, truly.
And the thing is this, man. So for us, we've been at markets as well when we started up as well. So we knew what it is that we want to portray and what we want to keep off, and what standards that we'd want to eventually achieve as well. And we want to be the forerunners, and we want to encourage everyone else. If there's more people doing this at the level that it should be done, it's just greater for the community and great for the halal industry, if I can put it that way.
Now, okay, we're not really getting into the nitty-gritty right now, primarily because we're going to have to soon go for ads.
Yeah.
But I just need a little bit of clarification on this. The three businesses you guys operate, right? When you first started with Conscious Carnivore, then you went to Conscious Meat Merchant, and then you have now the Makers Halal. But the Makers Halal market is not something that occurs on a daily, weekly, or weekend, on every weekend. It's a thing that happens, I believe, is it once a year, or is it?
So at the moment, we're aiming for quarterly. Currently, we did it spring market, and we did a summer edition. So hopefully, we're going to do it seasonally and quarterly.
No, truly.
The one thing you don't see here, you don't see our wives with us here. So they actually the ones that allows the market to happen, if I can put it that way. So look, we like I said, we're a team, like myself and Mohammed. Our wives play a big role in us achieving what we need to achieve as well.
Yes. Now, I mentioned those three things here. And it's so good you mention your wives, because it actually plays into my question about how exactly do you guys remain sane, normal human beings, while operating three different initiatives, with one of them, the halal market, probably taking up an enormous amount of time in planning. Because I can just imagine from how we ran the Voice of the Cape Festival, there's a lot of planning that goes into this. And especially when you're working at the waterfront, there's a lot of admin that has to be done. There's a lot of paperwork that has to be filled in. So I just wanted to know, in that respect, how do you keep it all together?
So just to add that, Conscious Meat Merchants, Conscious Carnivores, as well as the halal market is our Mine and most. We still have day jobs on top of that. So in saying that, there's no weekends, there's late nights. We push the boundaries wherever we can. But the reason we do the Makers Halal market is for the community itself. It's to bring the premium location to the community and showcase all the community elements and products and the great products we have in the Muslim industry.
And we want, we want the vendors that's there. We want to give them the best opportunities we've never had. We want to offer to them, and we want them to thrive. And we'll touch a bit on that a bit later.
Yes.
But on the home industries and who we choose and how we curate as well.
No, truly. With that, we're going to have to go for some commercial news. When we come back, we'll be continuing the conversation with these wonderful individuals, motivated by passion and fueled by Wagyu meat. With that, let's go for some commercial news. When we return, it's more of the Daily Grind. So, of course, stay tuned.
Roman's Pizza brings you the Savor Flavor range at a super low price of only $139.90 for 2 large pizzas. That's right, it's delicious, yummy in your tummy Savor Flavor range. Mix and match. Choose from chicken, beef, pepperoni, or mushroom margarita for only $139.90. Order online or download our app. Roman's Pizza. Best pizza, best value.
Available all day, every day at Roman's Pizza Athlone and Roman's Pizza Promenade. And from February the 2nd, we welcome Roman's Pizza Rosemead to the family.
Enjoy the July school break in Turkey. Join Legend Tours on our 12 nights group tour to Turkey.
As you probably noticed, we just did like the bare intros in regards to what we were doing. So now when we come back in, I'm going to ask more so on the Conscious Carnivore, and I'm going to link it together so that we can speed it through, because I have to end at 44. So I'm going to ask more in regards to Conscious Carnivore, Conscious Meat, the idea, the work, the little details that people don't know. What was that in regards to hardships? And then from there, I want to talk more so in regards to Makers Halal. You guys already mentioned the motivation preparation, you guys need to put the background. Now on the nitty-gritty. As you mentioned, how you guys curate, who actually attends, the food that is on display. Also, I want to talk about the future of the makers halal market. What you guys see going in the future, and also some of the things you maybe want to address now, things of that nature. But also, I'll conclude it. I'll need to just that by at about 40 or no 55. We're actually running so fast. Oh my god. We get to 55. I'm going to ask you to basically give all the links to how people can get in contact with you, how they can maybe where you guys are situated, all of that kind of information. I will be asking in that point. Other than that, that's basically it. Should I call you guys Mo 1 and Mo 2? Because you guys could use it on air now. Now I can say this. It's unprofessional for me to say Mo 1 and Mo 2. But it's cool.
021
You guys are fun. Nah, I'm gonna.
You must come see me. This is not normal size. That's 200 grams and 2.5.
Yeah.
Even though our mocktails have been made, it's not to make. That's not store-bought stuff. That's stuff that gets made.
Tuning on Tuesday, the
Specifically, you know, and being food veg, that's specific variety. I mean, on Fridays, it's still
provincial government's housing application and the importance
You guys have been doing this for like 4 years now. You've been cutting hands. I'm actually, you see, usually businesses when they get to that point in time, they start cutting corners, start going commercial, start not cutting it anymore, you start buying it. So I'm a little bit surprised.
Each internet costs £1. The show is brought to you by the Western Cape Government. For you, the voice of the Cape, 99.3
Obviously,
FM.
you spend the whole day.
Boosting your business savvy.
Welcome back to the Daily Grind with myself, Daniel Matthews, in studio, joined by Muhammad Adam and Muhammad Muhyiddin. I'm saying it slowly because I'm trying to mimic, because I'm not like good names. But they did allow me to call them Mo 1 and Mo 2. Well, this is Mo 1, that's Mo 2. Alhamdulillah, my life and my job just got so much easier. But I know their job isn't easy at all. For 4 years, they've been operating as conscious carnivores, but also included into that just afterwards conscious meat merchants. Now, in regards to that, ladies and gentlemen, before the break, they mentioned the offerings that they had, how they work with Wagyu meat. Uman is saying I should call you guys collectively Mo Squared. Okay, Uman, I'll try that also. But in operations, in regards to how you guys do your work, now, before the break, you guys made specific mention of the passion you guys have, but also how much hard work you put into it, specifically with the actual little details. And I always ask every single individual who comes on here who actually sells or services or provides food, how do they actually maintain the quality without cutting corners? And I ask it all the time because as the years go by, inflation rises. You guys have been in the art of COVID, so you saw everything just double, triple overnight. And I wanted to know, maintaining that quality and keeping those prices and remaining profitable is something many businesses struggle with. And I wanted to know from your enterprise and your perspective, how do you guys maintain that, but also maintain that passion? I mean, Wagyu meat is something not easy to cook, and you guys have to do it on an almost weekly basis. And I want to know, again, how do you not lose your mind, but also how do you maintain those standards?
Look, maintaining the standards is a big deal, and like my partner Adam has mentioned, you know, his main job is in fruit veg. So we source specific varieties of a lot of stuff. So there is no shortcuts, and to maintain that standard, we just need to make sure that what the customer gets, he gets value, and the value that we get, that we try to give is that you shouldn't be looking at the price, but you should be feeling this was well worth it. And to an example, what maybe a lot of people don't see, you know, it took me literally a year to perfect smoking brisket, for example. And the smoking of that brisket, I mean, it took me, it was, 12 hours, 40 hours that was wasted at the time. But eventually, when we got it right, when you have the passion and you want, and you feel proud to put that, what you've made on the plate, makes a big difference.
I think we're getting something here. It took us a year to develop it, but can you just explain to the listeners how the development took place?
So the development basically took place when, how do you know?
So it took you 12 hours, and then what happened?
and then I should be excited. I have to come to Mo's house, Mo can taste, and get up 2 o'clock in the morning, to make sure that the stuff is ready at 4 o'clock. Come to Mo's house, I'm excited, she can taste, and it's no, it doesn't taste right. It's just one look at it, no, it's not right, and then
It's not right. The color's not right.
Oh,
where's the
wow.
smoke, where's this,
Little detail.
Anyway, so that is actually. That is where the passion comes from, and we are very proud of what we serve on the plate when people come to us.
Okay. Now that actually brings me to another question in regards to dynamics, in regards to how you guys operate as a team. Because I see Mo is saying he's really much on the criteria. Then other Mo is saying, but he wants to do it. I see like initiative in regards to development and all that. But I know that you guys almost have shared traits in regards to that. So I'm just curious because it seems a little bit. I could just imagine going to somebody's house at 2 o'clock and saying, "Yo, I worked on this for 10 hours. How is it?" And just look at me and say, "You know what, bro? This sucks." I mean, I want to know how that dynamic works and in regards to all of the businesses you run.
So, Mo and I have been friends for a period of time. Obviously, the interaction and that. We're always fighting over that. We're always fighting over recipe. We're always fighting about what tastes better. So, because of that rivalry, it basically formulated into something great. And the experience of traveling and tasting things all across the world and things like that puts our taste buds on basically on another level. And in order, because we're obsessed about giving a quality product, and we won't serve something we're not happy with. If we're not happy with it, we'd rather not serve it. So in saying that, that's the dynamic between the two of us. When we fight, we don't really fight.
Yeah, no, that is the dynamic. And I mean, there's nothing more to add to that.
So basically, competition, as you mentioned, your actual first business, Conscious Carnivores, grew from competition, and people realized, wait a minute, you guys can just work together and make something even greater. And that actually brings me to the next question in regards to Makers Halal Market. Now, you mentioned before we went for a break that there are certain specifications you guys have in regards to vendors and also how you guys curate what is actually being portrayed and presented. Could you give us a little bit more detail on that?
So basically, what we do is we send out the application form and then everybody applies. Then we go through the curatorship process. Curatorship process basically has pros and cons. It outweighs and then it reduces the list to fewer vendors. From those vendors, we then present that list to the front to see if there's any issues with them, if everything's good. And from there, we choose the cream of the crop. When we say the cream of the crop, we try to present the best standard of the halal industry currently carried out. Once we have that, we then go back to the vendors and allocate space, and then basically take the halal market from there. We start doing the branding, the marketing, and the rest.
But the curatorship is also more than that. It's like, how much is food, how much is sweets, how much is,
art
and fashion. So there's a variety of things we can do. We also look at, what type of vendors we are in the home industry, who can we give a platform, who can we give a helping hand to take it forward as well.
So we don't just take the ones that are established, we look at the ones that are starting out as well. Is your product good? How's your following going? How's your social media going? So it's not just if you have a lot of followers or if you've been in the industry for a long time. We look at the ones that are just starting out as well with unique ideas.
Yeah, I can notice that in regards to how you guys operate. And I mean, if that's a curatorship process in regards to applications being filled and you guys judging it and then going through a point system basically to see going through the waterfront, I can almost guarantee that the vendors there of high quality or in some regards or something or businesses that you guys believe will one day be the future in regards to the halal market. Because I mean, if if Mo Adams is after 12 hours a brisket isn't good enough, then you must know every single aspect.
For a year.
He was for 356 days he worked on this, and he came and the guy said, no, this is not it, family. But anyway, I want to know in regards to the application process and the curatorship and how in detail you go into it. But also, I want to know in regards to how you guys started originally when you first came up with this idea and you went through this process. When you first started, can you just maybe enlighten us in regards to the business?
So the first step was to get the waterfront to approve the idea. We took a long period of time. Obviously, there are standards that need to be made, the rules and regulations. So proposing the idea to the waterfront was a process. So full-on proposal, meeting the CEO, detail directors, and obviously they've had multiple years of experience on the international platform. So to meet the expectation and to tick all the boxes was a challenge on its own. From there, you need health and safety, things like that. That's just off with. So what happens, the